They're small. We do a lot of hiking. I know you and Barbara do a lot of birding.
Right.
So these would be a real handy, lightweight, easy to use unit to pack around with you. If you're going camping, if you're going mountain topping, if you're going hiking, you're going birding, it's a lot smaller than your typical HT.
Welcome, everybody, to What the Heck Is This Thing? Ham Radio Perspectives. There you go. I'm Quinn, K8QS.
And I'm Tom, WA9TDD, and I threw my extra color there, WSSW568, because today, Quinn, we're going to have a twofer.
A twofer,
A twofer.
Yeah. It's going to be exciting. But the important thing is that we've got a great look at an amazing product. And I know you've spent a lot more time than I have, Tom, with the product. And so I'm going to do this as a kind of Q&A. And then we're also going to throw in a, what do you call it, that you did? The unboxing in what form? You would call that the way you did it, Tom, what do you call that?
Yeah, it's called a stop animation.
Stop animation. Whew, thanks, buddy. I can't remember anything anymore. Stop animation, which is very unusual. It's difficult to do, but you've got that, and we're going to have some fun with that too, because nobody, and we mean nobody else, who's talking about products does that kind of stop animation stuff. So what we're looking at today, Tom, is a pair of HTs, walkie-talkies, whatever you want to call them, the UV-5R and UV-5G Mini handheld. And this is a product that's put out by whom, Tom, and what's the stats on it?
All right. Well, it is put out by Baofeng. That's P-O-F-U-N-G. For all you guys who have been mispronouncing it for several decades now, it is now Baofeng. It is not Baofeng. It is Baofeng. And what we have here is the UV-5R and the UV-5G. The R is the ham radio HT, and the UV-5G is the GMRS version of the same radio. They're virtually identical. I have no idea what the insides are like that makes them distinguish between the two. I don't know for sure if the U5G is certified. But hey, they're both the same. They look the same. They operate the same. They're small. They're about the size of, you remember the old 2000, 2005 flip phones?
Yep.
Well, except for the antenna, they're about the same size and pretty much about the same weight. They've got a 1600 home.
Before you go ahead, now this is an unusual product here, or set of products.
Well, I've got these from Radioddity.
Okay, so Radioddity is selling Baofeng.
That's correct. Yes, they are an authorized Baofeng distributor.
You've been playing around with them. Now, why would you want GMRS and ham radio, Tom, before you go ahead with this specs?
Well, because I'm licensed for both. They are a handy small size. My wife doesn't have a ham ticket, but she is covered under my GMRS license, which allows myself as a license holder to include my whole family. And they don't define who your whole family is, so it could be virtually anybody who I know the name of. You could be my family, Quinn.
Yeah,
but,
right.
They're small. We do a lot of hiking. I know you and Barbara do a lot of birding. Right. So these would be a real handy, lightweight, easy to use unit to pack around with you. If you're going camping, if you're going mountain topping, if you're going hiking, you're going birding, it's a lot smaller than your typical HT. And I found out that it's very flexible and actually pretty powerful for a little radio.
Okay, so let's take a look at the stop motion video that you created, which is the unboxing. And then we'll talk more about the unboxing. Here you go. Okay, so Tom, you put that together, and it looks to me like basically what you get in the box is the 2 units with the antennas and the chargers. Is that it?
That's correct. They come as a pair. It comes with a 1600 milliamp hour lithium ion battery, which is more than enough. I've had these radios on for 2 days plus and still had power available. They're charged by a USB-C charge port on it, so you don't need a separate docking station like you had on the original UV5. Um, it comes with a charging cable in the box. It comes with a belt clip, a lanyard for, I don't know if you want to use it as a yo-yo or something. It's got a small 3.5-inch antenna on it for both VHF and UHF, and I found it's very effective, surprisingly. And it's just as good or better than your average, typical rubber ducky. And went out about 3 miles from myself, and we still had good, reliable, solid copy on it. So it's kind of amazing. It'd be nice to try and see what would do on a much longer antenna. But yeah, that's what's in the box.
Tom, it reminds me of the early days there when we were getting our little night kit walkie-talkies, and we were lucky if we could get to the end of the block, and we were excited. And you got to think about a couple of kids who get these. It seems to me to be the perfect gift. So go to Radioddity. We'll try to figure out a link to get you right to that product. What's a pair cost if you wanted to give them to your kids?
I think the pair comes in a box. I mean, they come as a pair. I think they're under $45.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
Unbelievable. And the
amazing.
prices may go up or down a little bit. So don't hold us to that. You got tariffs and you got discounts and specials and all. And if we had those as a kid, man, we would have gotten into ham radio faster.
Or into trouble a lot faster.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And so you got the GMRS and the ham radio. What are the frequencies that you can use transmit on, but also receive?
Okay, well, SDR is amazing. It's loaded with frequencies. You could get the regular FM broadcast band. It has a switch on here, a button on here to kick you into the broadcast band for FMs. It's got the ham band, 2 meter ham band. It covers 400 to 480 megahertz, which covers both the 440 AM bands and all the GMRS frequencies and the GMRS repeaters.
It's
It
got the
covers.
tones and all in it, right?
You can program the tones in it. Correct. Um, Most of the tones on GMRS are pretty standard. The ham bands are repeaters or whatever they set up. And it also covers a VHF aircraft band. Comes complete with the handy flashlight. Well,
Say,
that's
hold
not
that
the
thing
handy
up real close
flashlight.
to the camera, Tom. Okay. What's the quality of construction?
The quality of construction, I am really impressed. It's a very hard shell case. It's got a 1.44-inch color screen, which is about twice the size of the original UV5. Um, it's got dual watch on it. It's got 2 push to talk buttons on it. I can key up one of 2 different channels on it or go to VFO mode. Um, it stores 999 memory channels, and I can't imagine channelizing every ham repeater frequency and offset, and
Holy
then trying to
macaroni.
recall what channel is on and trying to scan 999 channels. But if you got a use for it, it's there.
And you get 2 of them.
You get 2 of them. Yeah, you get
Jeez.
whether you choose the GMRS version or you get the ham band version, you get 2 of them. So buy one of each. Give one to a friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the GMRS as a present for my
There you
grandson,
go.
who lives within about 2 miles of me. He's 11 years old, and I'm trying to get him more interested in ham radio. And when we come down to Florida, you and I can play around and try some different antennas and all too.
Absolutely. And power-wise, it's advertised as a maximum of 5 watts. It's also got a low power setting of 2 watts. But I tested it on the VHF and UHF bands on both the GMRS side and the ham side, and they test out between 3.1 and 4.3 watts, which is plenty of power packed. I mean, packed into something that size. It's got it's channels, frequency, and scanning capabilities. NOAA weather alerts are pre-programmed in there, so you don't even have to worry about that. You just hit the 0, and it automatically kicks into the NOAA frequencies, and you can scan to get that particular frequency for your area. It's got a stopwatch, a flashlight, frequency cloning. Unfortunately, it does not have any GPS. It's got
Boy,
a
at that
one key.
price, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at that
It's
price.
got a one key frequency copy, the loudspeaker, and the
let me ask you
computerized
about the
voices.
speaker. Some of these
Yeah,
lower priced models, I find the speakers don't work well at all.
this speaker, if you're familiar with the original UV5, it's barely intelligible. I think they did some work on the computerized voice and enhanced the intelligibility. The speaker quality is actually very good and very loud. With the volume cranked up on this thing, I could be riding my bike headed into the wind, and I can hear perfectly. So they've done some amazing things with this audio technology on these things compared to if you're the original say UV5R from 10, 15 years ago.
And a thing that we've always talked about, Tom, with these Chinese radios, or Asian radios, maybe we should say too, is sometimes the programming can be really difficult. So what's your sense of the programming?
Okay, I'm used to programming in Chirp, which is basically a spreadsheet program that talks to the radio through your computer. And I had a real hard time trying to program this with Chirp. And I don't know if it was my cable, if it was the chip on my cable. Allegedly, the Kenwood connector on these, for some reason, it's difficult to get them to push in all the way, and that could have been the problem. So I didn't try to program it on Chirp, but there is a program that's factory software that I did program it with. That worked out very well. There's also an app which I used on one of the other radios called OLA, OLA radio app, and that's Bluetooth accessible. So you can essentially pull up the app, put in your frequencies and offsets and power levels and whatever else you want into the app, and via Bluetooth, it'll connect to the radio and program it into the radio. Once you've had it programmed into one radio, you can take the same app and programming it into the other radio. So it's actually a lot easier to use than even with Chirp and the spreadsheet on it. And there's also a third way of programming it. Go to the Baofeng website, and there's a proprietary dedicated software package you could download onto your computer and then load just like you would Chirp from your computer to the radio.
Wow. Okay, this is great. You convinced me. I'm going to get a couple, and I think actually I'm going to get 2 for the GMRS and then 2 for the ham bands. And let me ask you this. So you and I really like the customer support with Radioddity. Okay, this is a Pufong or Pang Fu or whatever you're calling it. What's it called again?
Baofeng.
Pofong. Okay.
Baofeng, right.
Pofong. But we tend to buy stuff from Radioddity because their support is so good. Now, did you have any
Right.
reason at all to have to call them for support or anything again? Can we give them a
Well,
plug?
the first shipment, this came straight from China rather than from Radioddity's warehouse, because I ordered these prior to Radioddity having these in stock.
Oh boy!
And after about 2 weeks, nothing showed up. I went to the um, tracking website, and it seemed to get lost. The last time the last time I had any communications with the tracing app was it was hung up for 10 days in customs in Chicago after it flew in.
I had
Now
that too.
Yeah. Now Pofeng ships by air all the time and not by boat or anything, so I'm not waiting 6 weeks for the boat to dock. But I contacted Radioddity via email. I gave them the whole litany of where it was, when it was, and where it isn't now.
All right, I'm going to
And they
guess what
jumped.
happened. I'm going to guess what happened, Tom, because it's Radioddity. By that time, they had them in stock, and so they sent you them.
Exactly. They followed up, admitted that the product was lost. I don't know where. It's probably still floating around O'Hare Airport in some baggage cart.
It's in that back field
Right,
over there that you and I used to
right.
play
But
in.
yeah. But they took it upon themselves to do a trace on it, to determine that it was indeed lost. And within a couple of days, I had a radio pair from them with a
Fantastic.
follow up with a follow up and an apology and a
Oh,
follow by how do you like your radio? So, as you could buy these on several different merchant sites. I prefer getting them from Radioddity because the customer service is absolutely fantastic.
yeah. Yeah, that's been our experience. Great outfit for customer service, and with email too. Usually with email, I get a response within an hour,
Right.
which is amazing. I won't compare that with some of the other companies, but at any rate, so you like it. It's well built. The power on those batteries is good. The battery power lasts. You're getting 3 miles. You can get the ham version. You can get the GMRS version. It's got the extra features. You can program it via that Bluetooth app. Is there any downside at all, Tom? I mean, the price isn't phenomenal. Is there any downside?
Well, for the price point, the operability, and the value in it, um, I'm sold.
Great. Okay, so I'll put a link down below to the Radioddity site for these units. They may be on different pages or on the same page. I don't recall, but we'll take care of that so you can find that easily. And you want to give Radioddity a try too, they'll stand behind stuff in our experience. Yeah, we're promoting them because of the experiences we've had with them. In any case, Tom, thanks for doing a good job on this. You're a great tester. And I'm sorry it took me so long to get this recorded with you, but I have been absolutely swamped. And now my best-selling book about the movie A Christmas Story, the kid that wants the Red Ryder baby
Yeah.
rifle, it's a seasonal book. So the sales are starting off again, and I'm getting calls from radio stations and podcasters and all that want to interview me this year. See, so I did this last year. Now I'm going to do it again this year. I hope we get some book sales. I'll put a link down below to the book too. But man, I'll tell you, I'm getting too old to be on this treadmill, Tom, of being so busy. I feel like I just want to nap. So
Yeah.
I'm going to buy those walkie-talkies and plug in an earplug and just put it in my ear, listen to the planes going overhead, and then go to sleep.
Yeah. You deserve it.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody
All right.
again for watching. Please subscribe. Ham Radio Perspectives. Tom and I are still talking about doing some live shows, and I think we're going to do them. We may have to do them, Tom, because of what it just cost me to upgrade the software from StreamYard. We'll have to justify the cost by doing some live Q&A where we don't know what the questions will be. Would that be wild?
Not only will we not know the questions, we probably won't know the answers, so we'll have to make something up.
We'll make them up. Right. That's
Oh, yep.
what good hams do. They're very good BSers. All right, everybody. 73. I'm Quinn, K8QS.
And I'm Tom WA9TDD WSHW 568.
Hey, way to go, buddy. Thanks so much.